How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I got so much stuff in here, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm here at the park. Oh, just came from the doctor's appointment. Another one. So when I'm back home in New York, this is when I go to see all my doctors, you know what I mean? I get my physical. I just came from my mammogram, right? So for the girlies who are 40 and over, we got to get our mammograms once a year. So I just got my annual mammogram. Shout out to, oh shit, what was her name? I think her name was Jocelyn. Maybe not Jocelyn. Something like that. She was great. She was nice and gentle. And she was really great. Shout out to all the medical providers who are out there providing healthcare to us. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Yeah, shout out to all the medical providers that are out there providing medical care to us. And, because like I said, I just came from my mammogram. So, yeah. All right, y'all, let's get it. I got Mama Cannabis on deck. And I started co-creating with Mama Cannabis in December 2020. And I'm a chronic pain patient. I had my spine fused in 2020, so that means that they removed a portion of my spine. Actually, the lowest part of my spine they removed, and they inserted a titanium rod with screws in my spine. At one point in time, I couldn't walk. I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself, take a shower by myself. And so I decided that I was going to try cannabis, right? I had never used cannabis before, not even as a child. And there were so many new things out about CBD and regarding pain relief and anxiety relief, depression relief. And I decided to take a chance. And Mama Cannabis has really been a positive addition to my life in helping my body move and heal. So I'm very grateful to Mama Cannabis. So here we go. Shout out to the doctors at Hospital for Special Surgeries in Manhattan, because I've had not only my spine fused, I've had my right knee operated on 5 times. So Yeah, y'all. Shout out to Hospital for Special Surgeries for helping to put me back together again. Where are my sunglasses? I hope y'all can hear me. Can you hear me okay? It's a little windy out here. Let me know if you can hear me. Shout out to the New York City parks. These are the parks that raised me, you know what I'm saying? These are the parks that raised me. Coming here as a child, playing in this grass, having fun. Now I'm back. So y'all, come check me out tomorrow. If you are in Harlem, come through. I will be in Harlem tomorrow, Saturday, September 6th, 2025, at the Becoming Unique Boutique. That is at 322 East 117th Street in Harlem. I'll be there tomorrow between the hours of 1 and 3 p.m. I will be there, of course, hula hooping. And I am offering ear acupuncture to the community. That's right, from 1 to 3 p.m. You can come get your ear acupuncture. If you do not want the needles, I am offering ear seeds as well. You can book an appointment to see me online. You can go to becominguniqueboutique.com, or if you, how else can you book? I do have a link. Shit, I forgot. If you go on my Instagram, the Butterfly Hippie, you could probably see on my stories. Oh, and I reposted on TikTok the story how you can book, and also on my Instagram. So, like I said, I will be there tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a one-day event from 1 to 3 p.m. 322 East 117th Street. Come see me, get your ear acupuncture. Come hula hoop with me. Because you know we're going to be hula hooping, right? And if you book online, the best part about booking online is that your appointment is guaranteed, right? And also, you'll get a free gift. You'll get a free gift from Unique. So, like I said, this is at 322 East 117th Street in Harlem, New York, at the Becoming Unique Boutique. And the Becoming Unique Boutique is Harlem's premier Black female-owned tea house. Yeah, if y'all like tea parties, yeah, y'all, come through, meet the owner. That would be Miss Unique Figueroa. She's Harlem born and raised through and through. And she owns her own tea house. Yeah, so come through to the Becoming Unique Boutique, 322 East 117th Street in Harlem. So even if you don't want ear acupuncture or ear seeds, come by for a cup of tea. Yeah, a cup of tea and some cake, because you know she has cake there. You got to have tea and cake. Macaroons and all that other stuff. Yeah, y'all. And also what I love about the Becoming Unique Boutique is that she features local artists, right? Local artists and facilitators and practitioners like myself. She has a calendar up on her website. So if you go to her website, becominguniqueboutique.com, you can see all the beautiful events that she's going to be having throughout this month. She's also going to have another sister there doing waist beads, right? As y'all can see, I wear waist beads, and I wear waist beads to assist the healing of my sacred space, my womb space. So, if you are interested in learning more about waist beads and the magic of waist beads and how our ancestors wore waist beads, head over to the Becoming Unique Boutique.com calendar to see when you could do that. But if y'all are interested in ear seeds, spiritual guidance, hula hooping, come through tomorrow, Saturday, September 6th, from 1 to 3 p.m. And we'll get together. What are y'all doing this weekend? Let me know. It's September already, y'all. The kids are back to school. Do y'all have kids? If you do, what grade are they in? Speaking of kids, shout out to my nieces and nephews. I got a whole bunch of them. So from the top, shout out to my girl, Crystal. I don't know if you're in college or what, or if you're working, but if you're in college, I'm sure you're back to school, boo. So congratulations on your new school year, if you are in school. Then after Crystal, we got Dominic. Yo, Dominic just came to New York City. He's my firstborn nephew, and Crystal is my firstborn niece. So Dominic is starting culinary school, y'all, next week. Dominic's goal is to be an A+ world traveling private chef, and my boy's gonna do it. Yeah. So he's studying culinary arts next week. And yeah, so congratulations, Dom. I'm so proud of you. Then after Dom, yo, we got Kevin. Kevin should have started school already. And I'm not sure what grade Kevin would be in. Maybe Kevin would be in 10th grade. Maybe. So I'm telling y'all that, I'm guessing because I haven't seen Crystal, Kevin, and Justin in many, many years or spoken to them. And my goal is to one day be reunited with them. So anyway, so Kevin, I'm thinking Kevin might be in 10th grade. Yeah. So Kev, happy back to school. I hope you have a freaking amazing school year, my love. I love you. Then after Kevin, we got Lennox. Come through, Lennox. This is Lennox's first year in high school. Yo, my G. Lennox. Yo. And on top of that, Lennox just got his braces off. I know that's right. Lennox is looking fly with his curly afro. Shout out to Lennox. Have a beautiful school year. Then after that, we got Justin. Justin is 12. And I know Justin is 12 for a fact because Zulier, my other niece, is 12. They were born the same year, 1 month apart. So shout out to Justin. Justin is 12. So what is that, 6th grade? Is that 6th grade? That's 6th grade. Have a beautiful school year, my G. I hope you make lots of friends and have a great time. Then we got Zulier. Zulier just changed her schools. And yeah, she's doing cheer this year. Yeah, my girl's out here. Yes. So Zulia is also 12. So that means 6th grade. So congratulations, Zuli. Have a great school year, my G. I love you. Yeah, and then we got Logan. Shout out to Logie. Logie started first grade, yo. Logan started first grade on the 3rd. Yeah. Mom said he was a little nervous, but he did a great job. Great job. So I'm going to see him this weekend. So I'll get the full download for you about his teachers' names and who all's in his class. Yeah. Shout out to the kids, yo. Shout out to the kids. So, what else? Let's talk about the doctor, right? Because I just told y'all I just came from the doctor. So, I'm traveling. I'm on my Free Woman tour. Shout out to Royal Bloodline Creations for this masterpiece of a shirt. If you can see it, it says free. And on the back, it says the Free Woman Tour 2025. So shout out to Royal Bloodline Creation. If you would like to get any type of t-shirts made or hat, and this hat, he made this hat for me, which says free. If you would like to get any type of t-shirts or hats made for your business or personal use, head over to Royal Bloodline Creations on Instagram. Holla at him. Black owned small business. Anyway, so being that I'm here in New York, I always do my all my doctor's appointments, right? My physical and blah 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 blah. So when I went to get my physical done, shout out to Dr. Nicole Overstreet, Black female doctor. Yeah, 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 yeah. So when I went to get my physical a few days ago, they do the EKG and all that stuff. Cool. So guess what, y'all? They recommended that I see a cardiologist, which is not a surprise to me. I've had to wear a heart monitor before and so on and so forth, and I've had a previous diagnosis, cardiac diagnosis. Anyway, so on the EKG, a little something came up. What it is the backflow. The backflow, the valves they close inside the heart when the heart when pumps blood in, open and close, right? Open and close. And one of my valves does not fully close. So that means that some blood comes back out, right? So so they wanted me to go to see the cardiologist. Perfect. So I saw the cardiologist yesterday. Shout out to Janice Ban. She knows her stuff, girl. I am loving to see all these female healthcare practitioners out there. Black women, women of color. Okay, Janice Ban, she's Asian. I loved it. She's a young tenderoni too. She came on in and told me everything I needed to know. I know that's right. So shout out to Janice Ban. Anyway, so they did another, what did they do? They did, a scan of my carotid something, the vein in your neck, right? Because they want to make sure that the blood is flowing freely from my heart to my brain. So they did a sonogram thing on my neck. And they want me to wear a heart monitor for the next 3 days. Just to make sure that, so the blood is flowing, thank goddess. It is flowing freely, thank goddess. However, they would like me to wear a heart monitor for the next 3 days until Sunday. I took it off to Hoop, but it's really compact. Usually in the past with heart monitors, I told you I've had to wear one before. They were bigger and they had all these wires and you need to put it in your pocket and all this other stuff. You have to put it in your pocket. Now it's this like little compact thing, about this big. It's got 3 prongs on it with sticky things that you just put right here and stick right on your chest. no wires. You download an app and it sends everything right to the app. So, yeah, so you wear it all the time except for when you're working out or when you're showering. So when you're eating, when you're sleeping, when you're just walking around, yeah, you're supposed to wear it. So shout out to all the cardiac professionals out there. Yeah, for really giving us the information regarding our beautiful hearts, keeping our hearts healthy. Cholesterol looks good, blood pressure looks good, very grateful. So, but what they did also find when they were doing the sonogram of my neck was my thyroid, right? Thyroid, you have a thyroid is a gland. It's a gland. And they found a little nodule on my right thyroid, which is right on the throat. I didn't know that before. Now I know. So they want me to go see a specialist, an endocrinologist. An endocrinologist. Yeah, to check out my sweet thyroid that is currently healing herself. So they want me to get it checked out to see if this little nodule, which is a growth, they want to confirm that it is a benevolent growth. Yeah. And that, you know, she just came through to be a life lesson in the importance of going to the doctor, getting checked out, right? So I made an appointment. Luckily, they had one. Woohoo! Luckily, they had one upcoming very soon. So I'll have an appointment to get it tested. And then what else? The mammogram, right? I had the mammogram today. That's literally where I just came from. I rode my bike there. Shout out to Lenox Hill Radiology, because y'all were so sweet and you allowed me to bring my bicycle inside. So thank you. Yeah, y'all. So a mammogram. A mammogram is a standard procedure that women over 40 should take to examine their breasts, right? That is breast cancer screening. That is for breast cancer screening. And especially if you have a history of breast cancer in your family, it is very, and even for men, right? Even for men, if you have a history of breast cancer in your family, it is very, very, very important for you to get a yearly mammogram. Yeah. So, what is a mammogram? That is where they take images of your breasts one by one. So, you go into the room, and shout out to I think her name is Jocelyn, my tech, because she was really gentle. She was really gentle, and yeah. So anyway, so they take your breast. So you stand in front of this big machine, and don't worry, I'm going to post pictures later because you know that I documented it. But there's this big machine in this dark, cold room, and she started with my right breast. And I loved, she just walked me through every step. She just wasn't opening my gown and touching my body. No, she asked for consent. She asked for consent. So that made me feel really safe. So thank you so much for that. So she started with my right breast, and you place the right breast on the machine. It's a flat surface. And then there's a top portion that comes down and basically squishes your breast. it is a clear plate that comes down. So when I looked down, my breast was completely flat between these two surfaces. And then the tech goes back and she starts the machine, and the machine comes around like this and takes several images of your breast. And then after that, we do the left side. And so you're wondering, right? Like, oh my goddess, your breast was literally scrunched up between two things. Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, she was. And was it painful? No. Painless, completely painless. Was it comfortable to be standing there with your body like, you know, you got to stand here, hold your arm like this? No. However, there was zero pain involved, y'all. And I know that a lot of times people will avoid getting certain tests if there's pain involved, right? Right? Some people don't like needles, or some people heard from their aunts and their mothers and their grandmothers when they used to get a mammogram how painful it was, right? You've heard that for a long time. And that information might stick with you even though you never experienced it before, and that might prevent you from going to get tested, right? So I'm here to tell you that my experience was completely pain-free. I felt safe. I felt very comfortable. And yeah, so she went from my right breast to my left breast, and then the right armpit. So I had to change the position of my arm and put it up and over. And then the machine would go back and forth too to get both my armpits. It was very simple, very quick. So after the actual mammogram, you usually get a sonogram, right? Which is where they take that thing in your hand, like on top of when they go on a woman's stomach to see the baby, right? So they usually do a sonogram on the breasts. However, you need a prescription from your doctor to get the sonogram. And I did not get a prescription from Dr. Overstreet. So I am in the process of getting a prescription from Dr. Overstreet so I can go back and get a sonogram of my breasts in addition to the mammogram. So it's a two-part thing when you say that you're going to get screened for breast cancer. It's the mammogram where they squish your boobies, and then it's also the sonogram where they take the thing on the outside to see what's going on in your breast tissue. So yeah, so that's what I spent my morning doing. And now I'm here at the park with y'all. How you doing? I've been going for a while, huh? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Michelle, hi. Aziza. Michelle doesn't look like NYC. It is. Nor the Queens. Or what do you mean? Well, Michelle, I'm here to tell you, girl, we are in New York City, and we are in the borough of Queens. Queens get the motherfucking money. Okay, and then says, do you like Katy Perry or Taylor Swift? Okay, I like both. I like both. I love that Katy Perry album. I guess it was her debut album. The album with I Kissed the Girl and I Like It. Not necessarily that song, but there's several songs on that album. Ooh. And then her other album where she's in these clouds, these pink clouds. She looks so beautiful on the cover. I really like that album too. Yeah, Taylor Swift. I know a few Taylor Swift songs, but if I were to, do I like Katy Perry? I like both. However, I know more Katy Perry songs for sure. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. So what are y'all doing for the weekend? What are y'all doing for the weekend? Y'all, let me tell you about what's going on this weekend, y'all. This weekend in Brooklyn, go to their Instagram. It's called The Soapbox Presents. Soap, like soap that you wash your body with. The Soapbox Presents. Yo, they be out here on people's stoops, putting on performances, playing music and whatnot. So when is it? It's Saturday. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's Saturday, September 6th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Brooklyn. They're going to be. They're going to be on Adelphi Street between Myrtle and Willoughby. They're going to do a mixtape session. Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm in town for that one. They usually do it in Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. But they're doing it in Brooklyn tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. And they're saying, listen, get there. Don't be getting there late. Okay, don't be getting there late. Make sure you get there early. I'm going to be there early so I can get my spot right in front of the brownstone. And guess what? Me and my nephew are going together. I know that's right. I sent Dominic the Instagram. He's like, I bet. Yeah. Dom and Titi are out here this weekend. That's really like the beauty, right, of being here at this very time. And my nephew's here now. You know what I'm saying? He's here now, and it's beautiful outside, and we're just gonna be out here. We're gonna be out here. Speaking of being out here, y'all, yesterday I was back in Times Square, y'all. I know. You're like, wait, we didn't see you. I was live on Instagram. So y'all go over to follow my Instagram. It's the butterfly hippie is my Instagram. So I was live on Instagram yesterday. In Times Square. Yo, I was there for almost 2 hours. I mean, not that you're surprised, right? Not that you're surprised. But girl, I was out there. I was out there in Times Square. Yo, why does the hoop? I was out there on 47th. I was on, where was I? I was in front of the Red Steps, put it that way. Okay, so that's 46, 47, and Broadway. Shout out to Times Square. And shout out to that man, that black man who walked up with his speakers and his lawn chair and sat there with me. I know that's right. And played all different types of music so that I could hoop. Yeah, he just pulled up out of nowhere. Come through, Earth Angel. He was wearing all black. And a black baseball hat. And guess what it said on it? It said Army. Okay. It said Army. It said Army on his hat, on his shirt, and then on his pants. All black. Came up with his boom box. No, it wasn't a boom box. It was two speakers. And he came and he sat right there. and played music for me. Yup. And then after about an hour and a half, he got up and he said, all right. And he walked off. I said, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. Thank you, Earth Angel. Thank you, Earth Angel. Playing music for me. Happy Friday. First Friday of the month. First Friday of the month. Thank you for everybody who's joining, who has joined, who has watched. And just so you know, the hula hoop is a beautiful tool to use to heal your womb. And even if you don't have a womb, or if you used to have a womb, we all come from a womb, right? So the healing that takes place, the womb healing that takes place will be to your womb and all wombs. And all wombs. So like I said, if you were born with a womb like me, or if you weren't born with a womb like my brother, whew, we still come from a womb, a mother's womb, and she comes from a womb. So it's going to heal all the wombs. It's going to heal all the wombs through all lifetimes and timelines. And of course, the original womb, Mama Earth. Shout out to Mama Earth. It's almost lunchtime. Well, at least where I am, it's almost lunchtime. Have y'all eaten? Ooh, got like a tender spot right on my hip, right on my hip bone. Because I wear these waist beads, so when the hoop goes around, it gets a little tender, girl. Pull up my pants. Pull up my pants. All right. There's a man out here walking his dog. It's a golden retriever. And he's so old. He's rolling in the grass. He's so cute. He is so cute. And then he's walking off, all happy. Can y'all hear me? I know we're talking about lunchtime, but what are y'all eating for dinner? Can you tell I like food? Girl, I love food. If you're like, Rick, let's go out for lunch. I'm like, okay, cool. Where? What time? Where are we going? But see, the thing is, right? I'm a manifesting generator, my human design. Do you know what your human design is? Anyway, human design is how you are uniquely born to thrive in your life. Okay, that is the complete makeup of how you are uniquely designed to thrive in life. And that is based on your name, your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth. You can look it up if you like. If you would like a reading, I offer those. Anyway, my point is my human design type is manifesting generator. Yeah, I'm a magically delicious manifesting generator goddess in constant flow and abundantly grateful. And everyone experiences divine empowerment, wholeness, exhilarating freedom, and love. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. So anyway, as a manifesting generator, if you were to invite me to dinner, it would be in your best interest and my best interest that you give me options as to where we would go to eat, right? So you would say something like, Rick, do you want to have Asian food, Mediterranean food, or African food? And with those options, I will be able to trust my gut and see what I feel most drawn to and make my decision that way. As opposed to you saying, hey, Rick, what do you want for dinner? Nope, you can't do that. I mean, you can. However, I will say, I don't know, unless I'm really in the mood for something, which is usually, I really love pasta, I love rice. So, but anyway, I am designed to respond to questions that are either yes and no or options. So, that's just the best example I could give. What was my point? Dinner. We were talking about dinner. What are y'all gonna have for dinner? I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner. I haven't even had breakfast yet or lunch. But after I leave here, I'm gonna go get a bagel. Go get a bagel and a cup of coffee. I'm gonna go get a bagel and a cup of coffee and enjoy myself. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And then we talk about dinner later. Woo! Go to the right. Who's all in here? Hey, y'all. So beautiful outside, y'all. It's the perfect day. It is the perfect day. Excuse me. Shout out to Times Square, y'all. Lots of stuff happens in Times Square. Do y'all know about Times Square? Well, for my New Yorkers, y'all know about Times Square. But Times Square is where lots of stuff goes on there. Lots of business, lots of fun. The Broadway shows are there. Um, you see a lot of people performing on the streets. There's lots of hotels. Um, that's where on New Year's Eve, that's where the ball drops. If you watch the ball drop in on TV in New York, that's Times Square. So that's where I was. That's where I was. And also, it's been featured in so many music videos, so many different movies, right? In the music video, what is that song? Empire State of Mind. Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Those red steps, yeah, that's where I was. Anyway, so there were mad people out there yesterday, you know? And people come there from all over the world. All over the world. If you just stop and listen for 5 minutes, you will hear so many different languages being spoken. Yeah. You will see so many different types of people walking by, everyone looking different, right? People there by themselves, on their lunch break, people there with their families, people so excited to be there. I was walking across the street and there were these 3 people standing next to me. And the one girl, she was shrieking with so much excitement that she was there. She was so excited to be there yesterday. So yeah, lots of things happen in Times Square. Also back in the day, like they used to have a lot of prostitution back on 42nd Street, right? So Times Square is an area. It's an area. It goes from like 42nd Street and 7th Avenue to I don't know, what would you say? 48th Street, 49th Street, 50th Street. Yeah, on 7th Avenue, Broadway. You know, so it's an area. It's an area. And yeah, so they used to have peep shows back in the day. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess. Peep show. It was different. It was different in Times Square back in the day. Ay, puñeta. Yeah, y'all. It was different back in the day. Shout out to Mariana. She's a photographer there in Times Square who just quit her job and she decided to bet on herself. So now she's taking pictures of people in Times Square. And when I was there on Tuesday, I saw her there yesterday as well. But when I saw her for the first time on Tuesday, she asked to take pictures of me. And I said, yeah. And she took a whole bunch of different pictures for me, hooping. And I was able to pick 5 for $20. For $20. And she takes electronic payment and she just plugs it right into her phone, her camera right into her phone, transfers all the pictures, and then she airdrops them to you. She airdropped them to me. So I was literally able to have my beautiful professional pictures within minutes for $20. So that was fun. So shout out to Mariana. If you see her in Times Square, let her know that I sent you. She wears her hair in a low bun. Her hair is like dark red. She wears a backpack. Yeah, y'all, she's really good. She's really good. And she bet on herself, right? Like I told you, she quit her job and now she's working for herself. Now she's working for herself, which is really cool. Really, really, really cool. Oh, y'all, let's talk about the eclipse. We have, I don't know all the details, okay? I don't know all the details. If you want details, go over to channynicholas.com. That's CHANI Nicholas, NICHOLS.com. Okay. She'll tell you all about it, or you can go on her Instagram, or you can go over to the Queen Poe. Okay. She does these beautiful videos to telling you about the transits and everything that's going on astrologically. So go to the Queen Poe or Channy Nicholas. Anyway, we're having a full moon lunar eclipse not tomorrow, Sunday, okay, in Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is a psychic. Woo! A Pisces is a mystic. A Pisces is very magical. So if you know any Pisces, just know that that person is very spiritually gifted. Whether or not they know it, whether or not they'll tell you, they are. Anyway, so during the eclipse, right, that's when the sun and the moon, they cover each other at the same time, something like that. Listen, I'm not the professional. However, I'm just telling you what I know. And the eclipse, during eclipse season, that is when shit really pops off, right? So if you want to burn stuff to the ground and start all over, now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. If you are ready to get organized and do your work, now is the time. Now is the time. Let me just get my body together, y'all, and my clothing. Now is the time, y'all. Now is the time. Eclipse season. Okay? Things are being eclipsed out. Clearing room, clearing space. Clearing room and clearing space during this time. Okay? Right now is a time for y'all to be doing what you said you were going to do. Do what you said you were going to do. Yep. And if you change your mind, so be it. Just make sure you're doing something. You feel me? Make it worthwhile, y'all. And just know that things that do not serve you are about to be out of here. Whether that's people, places, or things. So get ready, y'all. So I got a new hula hoop. It is I wouldn't say beaded. I haven't seen it yet. I got to pick it up from Bryn's house this weekend. So I haven't seen it, but I bought it from another Black female small business owner, Kimmy Hoops. You can find her on TikTok. Kimmy Hoops, Kimmie Hoops, Hoops. It might be Kimmy Hoops LLC, but just look up Kimmy Hoops. You'll find her. Anyway, we found each other on TikTok, and she's got an Etsy shop where she sells these handmade hula hoops that are not like this traditional one. It's like on not a string, but you just go to the Etsy shop and see. And they also glow in the dark. They're colorful. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited. And she has them on sale too. A couple of them are on sale. I think the one I bought was like 150, something like that. So go to her Etsy shop, yo. If you like to hula hoop, get you a hula hoop. And also her content is great. Her content on TikTok is great. And also I think she's also on Instagram as well. But like I said, we found each other on TikTok. And she has videos of her out there hooping. Yeah, girl. Shout out to Kimmy Hoops. Oh, it might be Kimmy K. It might be Kimmy K Hoops, but just look it up. Kimmie on TikTok and Instagram. Y'all remember when I told you I fell the other day off my bike? Look at my knee. It's healing. It's better. The scab is coming. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Yo, that was a crash and burn. That was a crash and burn for real. Oh man. I'm so grateful though. It was just my knee. So what happened was my bike wasn't fully in gear, right? My bike wasn't fully in gear. So when I pedaled with my right foot, I was standing up because I was going up a hill. And when I pedaled down with my right foot, the chain came off and I just went down. Yo, I fell on my left side. I was underneath the bike like this. Yo, you know when you fall and you're like, for a second you're like, am I alive? You're like, what just happened? Yeah, girl. Yo, I went down hard. But I'm very grateful, right? Because it was my knee that got injured, my elbows and my hands, they were all good. And then guess what? The best part, here comes this man. Shout out to the black man, y'all. This black man came through out of nowhere as I pull myself up and I'm like, oh, he's like, I hear him behind me. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I turn around, I'm like, I think so. And he's walking up towards me. He's like, I got something that'll help you. And I start hobbling over. I'm like, okay. Yo, he was working. He went to the back of his work truck and he lifted up this big thing and he gave me some antiseptic wipes and a couple of Band-Aids. He's like, how did you fall? Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Yes. What is his name? Oh. Oof. I can see his name. And he told me his name too. I'll remember his name, y'all. Anyway, you know who you are. So thank you. Thank you for being so kind and stopping and helping me. Yeah, y'all. So my knee is healing. Thank you, body. What is his name? I'll remember. Spirit, please bring me back his name. You ever stop and look at the trees? You ever stop and just look at the trees and admire them? Like, how long have you been here? You are like, I don't know, 50, 100 feet tall, 50 feet wide, your limbs. How long have you been growing here? How many different leaves have grown on your limbs? Have you ever stopped to wonder that? You know, with trees, they communicate with each other. And underground, their roots connect to each other and they deliver messages that way. They also deliver messages through their leaves, but through their roots, they're able to communicate. And through their roots, they're actually able to feed and heal other trees. So even if there's a tree that's down and is dead, the other trees will still infuse it. Yeah. So they really take care of each other. They really take care of each other. And even different trees of different species, right? They live right next to each other. Some might grow into each other a little bit, but they live in harmony, you know? They still agree to take care of one another. That's beautiful. The birds. How was everyone's summer? I mean, we still have summer for another few weeks, right? How was everyone's summer? Did you all travel? Did you go anywhere? Did you do anything? I'm out here on my free woman tour, completely spirit led. So let me tell you how I came about this free woman tour. So Spirit one day was like, hey, we need you to go on a mission back to the Matrix. You know, I left the US. I left New York in 2023 and I moved to the jungle. So since then, I've come back to the United States a few times for clients and other places in the world for clients and for fun. However, Spirit one day was like, hey, we'd like you to go on a mission to the United States. In the name of love, transformation, healing, fun, joy, healing the inner child, healing your lineage backwards and forwards. And I was like, okay, let's get it. When do you want me to leave? And they said, after Mercury retrograde. I said, okay. They said, less likelihood of, mix up with your travels. Yeah, thanks, Spirit. And if y'all have been following my free woman journey since part 1, There's a playlist that I have there on my playlist, y'all. Go to the Free Woman Tour 2025 playlist. And so part one, y'all see that the charter plane, Santa Airlines, they sold me a ticket that didn't exist. Yo, they sold me a ticket that didn't exist. Yo, I had to get to San Jose. I live 5 hours from the international airport. I got to get to San Jose, my G. And I take the charter plane, which is about a half an hour from Limon to San Jose. So I show up at Limon Airport, and the police are like, the last flight left at 4 p.m. And I'm like, wait a second. My flight is at 5:25. Yo, Santa sold me a ticket for a flight that didn't exist. So what did I have to do, y'all? I had to take a bus. I had to get to the bus station and take a bus to San Jose from Limon. And I was very grateful because my flight leaving San Jose to the United States wasn't until the next morning at 6 a.m. So I still had time. I had like 12 hours, like 10 hours to get there. Y'all, the police were so kind. They called a cab for me. The cab came. They said, there's a 5:30 bus and there's a 7 o'clock bus. At this time, it's like 5:15. I'm like, bet. The bus station's right there. I'm going to make it. Cool. P.S. I get to the bus station. The bus left. Cool. So I got to wait till 7. I wait till 7 to get on the bus to San Jose. And guess what? I sit in my seat. Girl, it's a window seat. Seat number 7, which is also the chariot card in the tarot deck. Anyway, I sit in seat number 7, which is a window seat. And girl, do you know, I look down and there is a roach coming out of the window. Girl, I was super smoked. I was super smoked. I was like, no, please, no. I'm like, all right, maybe the roach will go away, because the roach went back down in the window. Nope, she came back out. She came back out. Yo, I was smoked. I said, please, I cannot sit here for 5 hours with this roach. I cannot. I won't. I won't. I won't. Oh my God. So finally, the doors closed, right, to the bus. Nobody sat in the seat in front, which was an aisle seat. I got my ass up as soon as this bus started moving and sat right in that aisle seat. Because, girl, I was not going to do that on the roach coach. Nah, my G. So, yeah, so I made it to San Jose with more than enough time. I was able to stay in my Airbnb. Shout out to Doña Leila y Senor Rodolfo, because they held me down for a few hours. Then Senor Rodolfo drove me to the airport at 3 a.m. for my flight at 6 a.m. and I made it. What was my point? Oh, that Spirit said, that I'm on the Free Woman Tour right now. And that Spirit said, you want to travel after Mercury retrograde, because that'll be a less likely chance of mess up with your travel. Yeah, but I know that was all part of the plan, right? To see what are you going to do when you're under pressure? What are you going to do when you are expecting to board a 5:25 flight and the plane left an hour before you even got there? What are you going to do? Yo, for a second, I was like, that's when you got to center your shit, girl. You got to breathe in and breathe out. And once I did that, I got clear, right? It was like an automatic schedule came up in my head. Okay, fine. It's 5 o'clock now. Flight is at 6 a.m. Cool. I knew I could make it from where I was to the center of the country by the time of my flight. I just had to figure out how to do it. How to do it. And the police were like, I said to the police, I'm like, okay, but I have to go. Yo tengo que, ¿cómo se dice? Yo tengo que ir a San Jose, right? I have to go to San Jose. And the police officer was like, okay. He spoke English actually. And he told me, he said, you got to take the bus. I was like, all right. How do I get to the bus station? How do I get to the bus station? He said, okay, we'll call you a cab. Okay, great, thank you. Now what bus do I take? And they told me the bus. Caribeños. What was it? Caribeños something. 5:30 or 7. Yo, so shout out to the transit police in Limon. Y'all came through for me. Shout out to the cab driver. Shout out to everyone that I have come into contact with during this Free Woman tour. So far, I've been having a good time, y'all. I'm learning a lot. And I'm really enjoying this mission. People out here with their dogs. Oh, I miss my babies. You know, I got 2 dogs. I got 2 fur babies, Carmelo and Jet. And they are currently at home in Costa Rica. So y'all, I know that some of you got to travel, right? But you have fur babies. And sometimes you don't travel because you have fur babies at home, right? So, if I may recommend, trustedhousesitter.com. Trustedhousesitter.com. Okay, it's a paid subscription. So just letting you know. Just letting you know. And this is a really great way for you to travel, right? So if you have fur babies, you basically put up an ad. You put up an ad of the dates that you will be traveling and your pets and exactly what you're looking for. You know, so basically they have a whole directory of people who are looking to house sit and pet sit. And then they have a whole directory of people who are looking to travel. So you could fall into either one of these categories, or you could fall into both, right? Because this is also a really great way for you to see the world, right? You can babysit someone's cat in Hawaii for 2 weeks and you don't have to pay for it, right? So this is the exchange. The exchange is if you're the sitter, and if you get approved by the person who put up the ad, because I interviewed many people over FaceTime and I settled well, didn't settle. I chose the Sacred Steward. Shout out to Dee, another free Black woman on her journey. And I settled, and well, I keep saying settle, but so Dee and I came to an agreement, and yeah, so she came from the United States. Oh, now we're connected. I don't think we were connected before, y'all. It's okay. Well, anyway, I'm taking a break. I'm going to get my breakfast slash lunch because it's already 2:15. You want to take a breath together first? Let's do that. Hmm. Take a sip of water. Okay, y'all. Sit up straight. You can lay down if you choose. Stand up, whatever. Okay, we're connected on this one. Thank goddess I have two microphones. Okay, y'all. We're going to do straw breath. Okay, that's where we're going to breathe in through the mouth, through like a straw, and exhale through your mouth like you're breathing through a straw. In through your mouth, exhale. Beautiful. We're going to do it 6 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, sip in a little bit more. Exhale. Yay! Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Go back to your regular breath. Oh. Move your neck. Thank you, neck. Thank you, head. Girl. All right, y'all. I hope you have a really great weekend. Remember, tomorrow I will be in Harlem from 1 to 3 p.m. at Becoming Unique Boutique. That's at 322 East 117th Street in Harlem. I will be offering ear acupuncture and ear seeds to the community. If you would like to book an appointment, you can do so by going on becominguniqueboutique.com, and you can book your appointment with me, and you will also receive a free gift from Unique. Unique is the owner of Becoming Unique Boutique. It is Harlem's premier Black female-owned tea house. So if you love tea, if you love all things wellness and healing, come through tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. Of course, we're going to have the hula hoop out there. Woo! Yeah. Okay. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.